Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
A rainy start to your day. Rained, from what I can tell, like the entire overnight.
Environment Canada nailed it last night. It started earlier in my area in Charleswood. I don't know about you guys, but we got some rain earlier in the evening, and then after midnight, it really hit.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just over it. Like I don't want to be wet anymore.
Mm-hmm. And a perpetual rainfall is what it feels like of late. It's every day there's some form of rain in the forecast. And don't get me wrong, we had hit that point like about a month ago where it's like, we need the rain. I think we're good.
You know what?
We're more than good.
Oh, yeah. Even the farmers don't want any more rain.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Thursday, looking good. Cloudy on the weekend. And then Sunday, right through. I'm just going to look at the long range here if I can. We've got sunshine starting Sunday with a high of 26. If you like it hot, Monday's going to be 29 for the last week of school.
Yes, I love it hot.
Let's see.
Because we've talked about this before. You go back and forth. You had told us, I love the heat. And then there was one morning you were like, my ideal temperature was about, what is your ideal temperature?
30.
You like hanging.
30 is your ideal temperature?
Yes.
Good. Like it's sticky and sweaty.
Well, what's wrong with 30
What is it about
degrees?
30? It's very hot. It's stifling. So what is it about 30 that you like?
Well,
You're allowed to like it. It's okay.
I like to wear minimal clothing,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to get a tan.
Yeah.
You
And
spray tan.
You
What do you mean you
already
like to
have
get
a
a
tan.
tan?
well, I like a natural tan. I like to get a good vitamin D. I like to hit up a patio. I like to,
Okay, we can all use some heat. 30 seems a little extreme, but hey, I'm okay with. Let's get some 25 to 28. Let's get some
with no wind,
with no rain.
Yeah.
And you're bang on with the wind, Curbs, because it's like even when we do get a half decent day without rain, it's
the wind.
Your lawn furniture's blowing down the street. It's like, man, can we not just get a beautiful day here? Like with
I'm not going to tell you what's coming in the forecast.
It's not good?
Well, 24s, 25s with north winds in some of those days.
Oh my God.
See, there's no 30 in the forecast up till Canada Day, by the way. So you're going to have to start wearing just regular size clothes and hit those patios with the wind. And
In the inside.
try a vitamin D supplement.
Philly Joe Kirby.
Philly Joe and Kirby.
Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
There was a suggestion yesterday or a question, why the hell don't construction crews in Winnipeg work all night? Why don't they work longer hours?
Work all night. Is there not a song like that?
Up all night is the name of the
Yeah.
song. Yeah.
But you want to change the lyrics? That's fine.
Yeah.
I do it all the time, my wife says.
Lots of songs about working hard. But anyway, the suggestion was that we should have a second crew that comes in and works overnight so these projects get done quicker, because they do it in other cities. You see it in other cities.
Mm-hmm.
This guy with an attempt to explain why we don't do that.
I don't know if this helps you or not, but the reason why you can't run crews 24 hours is because there's not enough people in Winnipeg that want to work construction to run crews 24 hours.
So his suggestion is we don't have enough workers.
Okay.
And,
That makes sense.
I would. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, and this, I'm not sure if he identifies himself as a construction worker in the call, but I sense that he is, and I sense that he's frustrated with all the complaints about construction.
A question for the idiots that complain about the construction and they want construction guys to work 24 hours. I got an idea. Why don't you work 24 hours? You work from 7 till 7 at night every day, and you won't have to worry about traffic in the construction zone because everybody's at home. And by the way, there's a noise bylaw. Have a good day.
So he references the noise bylaw about doing projects overnight.
Yes.
Tell you that if there was an opportunity to work all night or overnight, that guy would not be signing
No,
up.
he would not. But to his, why don't you work all night? I do think there's some people that don't mind working overnight shift.
No, I've got a couple of buddies that have done it their entire career, but they're starting, that's their routine now. They've done it for over 20 years. Like they start at 11 p.m., boom, done in the morning, and they just have it figured out. But you can't get them to change times now.
If you're a family man, it's not a good shift. It's not.
Tough.
You're missing out on a lot when you work shifts like that. Walker, Texas Ranger.
Hey, it's Walker, Texas Ranger here, Monday morning. Just wanted to thank you guys for playing that Montrose rock candy for me and Kirby. Sorry I forgot your name, but I'm old, and the 3-day party was enough for me. I had a great weekend. Once again, thank you guys so much. And yeah.
No problem, Walker.
It's okay, buddy. I mean, yeah.
Buddy. You got a buddy.
We are buddies. We met.
So where would he be on your buddy list? I guess that would be the question.
Above you.
And he forgot her name.
And he forgot her name. What the hell? What does that say about me?
I was pondering that whole buddy system yesterday, and I think that you're purposely putting yourself further in the list.
True.
So that you have zero responsibility,
It's
which
true.
screams Phil Aubrey. So
I reject these accusations. Buddy.
She's got you figured out, buddy.
She does, yes. This one here, a cold meat suggestion for me.
Hey, Philly, it's Lawrence, long-time listener. I just give you a heads up here. I was at my butcher shop on Saturday, European Meat on Burroughs Avenue in North End. I'm there on a Saturday morning, getting my usual meat order, and this gentleman walks in and he buys just this big chunk of meat that he's going to eat in his car, lunch meat. And I've never had it before, and the server that's there let me have a sample. My God, Philly, you have to drive out from Transcona and you have to taste this lunch meat. It's called Bavarian meatloaf. I think it's going to change your life. It was that good. And it's cheap, too. I think it was like $1.59 for like 100 grams or something like that. Slice it up thick or, like this guy bought it just to take it and eat it in his car, like buy a chunk of it to eat in his car. I was laughing when it was like, when he was doing that because it was a total Philly move. But if you do check it out and stuff, review it on the air and say, hey, Lawrence, I tried it. It was good, or it wasn't good, but it's lunch meat. So really, how can you go bad?
Love the suggestion. Bavarian meatloaf.
I just looked up a picture of it on Google.
I'll tell you what, if it says Bavarian in it, there's 3 things that are happening, okay? Good food, good beer, good party.
Yes.
If it says Bavarian, it's worth the effort.
I love the suggestion. I'm going to try this for sure.
The
I'm gonna
color
try it.
is a little concerning.
What do you mean the color's concerning?
Hold on a second. Let's see.
Like, Joe, you got to look at this. Like, it's like a pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pink, yes. It's pink.
Like pastrami.
That's all you can really
No,
say.
it's
Like
lighter. It's a light pink. It would look like the color of bologna.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very bologna looking.
Yeah.
Well, you're clearly not going to find it appetizing looking. No, he didn't.
But honestly, Kirby, most of the stuff that you eat, like that non-meat stuff, kind of looks that color.
That's true.
Okay.
It is true.
I'm not judging.
I will be the judge. I'll go get some Bavarian meatloaf. I'll even bring.
I'll
You want me to
tell
bring
you
some
what,
in?
it'll be an Oktoberfest explosion. You got to wash it down with a good old beer.
Yes, bring some beer in
From
here
that
as well.
area.
Thank you very much for the suggestion. Can't wait.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
A lot of people abuzz about Krispy Kreme opening up in town today at 7 o'clock, which is almost 20 minutes away. And I was reading about what the first person in line actually gets to do. Did you hear about this?
I did not know.
They have the honor of turning on the famous hot light in this brand new location. And they win a golden ticket that's redeemable for a free dozen of original glazed donuts every month for a year.
Oh, every month for a year?
They get a free dozen donuts.
That is going
What
to
a
be
deal.
a popular person at their workplace.
I love it.
Wow. And it's such a big day and such a big deal that we sent our entire promo team down to Krispy Kreme. We're joined on the phone right now by what I would call Kirby's number 2 buddy. They go to concerts all the time. Mm-hmm. The one and only Angus. Good morning, Angus.
Good morning, Philly Joe and Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey. I hear that I've been replaced as the number 1 buddy.
Oh!
I thought he was number 1.
Well,
Well, this is awkward. Nothing that a dozen donuts or something won't mend.
Look, Angus, what are we looking at? Scene setter. I don't know if you've done any reporting in your young radio career, but what do we got down there at Krispy Kreme? We know the buzz is out of hand.
But the buzz is definitely out of hand here. It is a long lineup in the rain, but the weather has never stopped any Winnipeggers from getting some delicious donuts.
Can you tell us because I know you interviewed the first guy in line. What time did he actually get set up there, and how many people were in line with him overnight?
He was here yesterday at 12 noon. Now, I don't know how many people stayed overnight, but the weather did get a little contentious for them at one point.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Well, it looked like they had like a tent set up there. Yeah.
Yeah, so they managed to ride out the weather underneath the tent. But, yeah, no, it got a little bit spooky with all the thunder and lightning we had yesterday.
Yeah. Are we talking like 8-man tent that I would bring camping or just a tent that we would have for our promotions team? Like
This is promotion team tent times 5.
Okay.
It's monstrous.
Yeah, because it would have been cooler if it was like an 8-man tent that you bring camping with a screen tent attached and a Coleman stove, and they're in for the long haul, man.
Listen, do you have someone in line representing PJK to get some donuts this morning?
Bang!
We might be able to find somebody in line to make sure PJK gets some delicious donuts.
Might is not the answer, Angus. Get somebody in line now. I want 24. Get me a variety of everything. Well, all of us do.
Or you're going to be dropping more down the line of buddies.
Oh, wow. There's a
If I
threat.
fall behind Phil, I'm all good.
As long as you're not behind Phil.
You're safe.
Well, there's a good chance that's not going to happen.
You got about 18 slots. You got the janitor's ahead of me here at 92.1 City on the buddy list, so you're good. All right.
And she doesn't even know his name.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Okay, I'm not sure we needed this statement, but clearly, and I should know her name. I don't know her name. The Oiler fan, Kate, the infamous Oiler fan who bared all. She flashed the. I wouldn't say she flashed the crowd because it appeared there was only a few people around her who noticed. Created quite a stir for a while. And there was claims of, we found her, and then she showed up on this podcast, and then there were stories about, she wasn't having a good time with all of it. She had kind of gone off the grid a little bit. Mm-hmm. Do I have sort of the details?
Yeah.
With this fan, is that what you guys felt with her as well?
Well, she'd come out and said that she tried to get the video taken down immediately.
Right. Yeah.
And then obviously, by the time it's the internet, so you can't do that.
She wasn't loving the attention. And there was offers from OnlyFans and some adult entertainment sites.
Oh, for sure.
Because she's an
attractive girl.
She's an attractive girl. Thank you very much, Joe. And she has admitted that they're not real because someone asked her that.
I told you, by the way.
Did you tell us that?
Yeah, we discussed that.
I think I'm the one that said they weren't real, but spectacular, to be honest. But that's okay.
Okay.
You
all
run
right.
with that if you
Kirby
like.
called it.
No, I understand.
I think we discussed the amount of jiggling
Yes.
and why they may or may not be real.
I did look at it a lot, but I couldn't come up with a conclusion either way. Whether real.
That's amazing how much play that video got.
I'll tell you, there's only one story that took more out of Edmonton, and that was about their 50-50. This was the only.
These are the two big stories.
The big two stories.
Bang on. So, all this to say that she's come out and fully identified herself now. She's made a video and said, "Hey, here's who I am." Well, let me just play it for you because I guess this is as close to an official statement as we're going to get from her. And I'll tell you, it's something else. It's very Alberta. Here we go. God bless her.
Oilers girl. Actually, my name's Kate, but here we are. So I've thought long and hard about what I wanted to say to everybody. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm at one of my favorite places right now.
So she's in Edmonton. I don't know exactly where she is. Did you watch the video? It's like a bridge in the background, a river.
I don't know.
Yeah, anyway, let's continue on here. She's chilling out.
Come here to do some thinking, we'll call it. But I just wanted to say, you could be the most perfect, godly person in the world. You could save kittens from a river if they were drowning. Someone's still gonna hate you. So you know what? At the end of the day, I got drunk and whipped my out at an Oilers game and they went viral. You if you don't like it. Woo! Go Oilers!
Yes!
That was good.
That is a Berta girl right there.
Well, I think she could have been from anywhere in the country, but she's definitely an Oilers fan because she still wrapped it up with Go Oilers.
Yeah.
She's got the jersey on, the hat on, and she's letting everybody know.
I hope she's there for the next game.
Owning it. Just own you were out, you had fun, and you.
Did you notice the Alberta pride coming out of this young lady, though? Because she said she was a Alberta girl, because it couldn't have happened in any other Canadian city or the U.S. It was
I mean,
nice.
she
That
works
was-
on the rigs, for God's
Yeah,
sakes.
she
Like,
is.
she's a rough and tough gal.
She is blue collar.
I
Yeah.
love that. If you know who I am, you know that this is my happy place. Like she was letting us all get a glimpse of her life now. And like all of a sudden, we're all buds. It's like funny.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
What time's Angus coming back to the studio? He was out at Krispy Kream for the program, for the grand opening. Angus from our promo department here in 92.1 City. Is it worth sitting around the office waiting for him to get back? Because I'm pretty sure he's coming armed with donuts with Krispy Kreme.
What's he saying, Curbs? I heard after just after 1 o'clock he's leaving there, so that's after the lunch rush.
I think you might be better off just to drive yourself there.
That's about 3 hours after I leave. I'm not sticking around.
You're better off, as Kirby said. Just get in line at Krispy Kreme. You can talk to him then.
Yeah, right after the show.
Could you imagine? You're the only guy in line that actually has somebody that already bought you a donut and you're picking it up.
All right, it's PJK Extra. Joe, you apparently have some animal facts for us. We love talking about animals on the program.
I went down a rabbit hole,
Okay.
so to speak, if we're talking animals. But here's the deal. It started with Kirby talking about mosquitoes today. In my area, Charleswood and North Kildonan, by the way, are showing the most amounts of mosquitoes in the traps that are set up so far, right? The
Wow,
the counts are high. And so how about this one? We're talking about warding off mosquitoes. This is just some fun facts I'm passing along today.
Like, are these like hacks or actual facts?
No,
about
these
how to-
are facts.
Okay.
Electronic dance music. If you can stand it, apparently mosquitoes can't.
Really?
Yeah.
Like rave music.
Yeah. Apparently,
Mosquitoes are smarter than I thought.
you got
I suddenly have a lot more respect for mosquitoes.
you got a party. You got a party going on in your yard, and the neighbors are going, "What the hell is going on?" Just warding off the mosquitoes.
Just wait till the beat drops.
Absolutely. So that's something I didn't know. Did you guys know that?
I did
No,
not
didn't-
know.
didn't
Okay.
know that.
Phil, you have fish at home.
I do. I have. Let's see. We had a couple pass away in the last few months, so we've added a couple new ones. So we have 2, 4. We have 5 fish in the tank now.
5?
All looking healthy. Cleaning that tank. I want to go a long time here without losing one, because that was tough. It was tough on a family with losing 2 fish.
You
No,
seemed
for sure.
so sad about it.
It did
Absolutely.
bother me a little bit.
You grieved for a whole minute.
There's an investigation. Hey, there's an investigation going
I've been
on.
cleared of foul play.
That's true.
Yeah, the investigation.
Well, how old is the oldest fish you have in that tank?
2.5 years.
Okay, well, you got a long way to go. The oldest known goldfish lived to be 41 years of age. That's amazing. Could you imagine? That fish would be 9 years younger than you if you had it from birth. This one's
impressive.
name? Fred. They even gave me the name.
How big would Fred be?
Well, I don't think they get that big. Goldfish, right? Like,
Not much bigger than the standard size.
yeah, you know, they don't all.
He's huge.
Well, you know what? Ever since he slowed down, Fred slowed down over the years. He put on a few pounds. He gave up sports.
Oh, man.
And cats, Kirby, you've got 2 of them.
Yep.
Maybe you know this already. Cats cannot taste sweet things due to a genetic defect.
I actually didn't know that. And that is interesting because my cats love licking the spoon after I've eaten ice cream.
And they
I
can't
always
they can't tell what the taste.
I wondered if they liked it because it's sweet, but I guess it's just cool for them, like something, cold.
Huh.
And this is one to wrap it up because
be
everybody
terrible,
has to
by the
deal
way.
with these in their yard. Maybe on the side of your building, Kirby. Squirrels. Squirrels can climb trees faster than they can run on the ground. If you can believe that. They
Yeah.
can zoom up a tree faster than they can run on the ground.
Yeah, we've got one that lives between my. I think it's the same one. I mean, there's so many of them. It could be multiple squirrels, but there's this one that lives between the 2 properties, me and my neighbor.
Yeah.
And you can see him just bolting on the fence, like on top of the fence, like
He literally
100 miles an hour.
He literally sits on the fence between the 2 yards that he
right.
lives in. And we're not covering rabbits today, Kirby, because you know what happened the last time rabbits became a story.
Yeah, in Phil's yard.
Well, behind the in the garage.
Oh,
and I found the dead rabbit.
Yeah.
I don't know how it got in there or why it
There's
died.
no wacky facts on how that happened.
I did learn though about squirrels recently on TikTok that when they get scared, they clutch their chest. Like if they get
Like they're having a heart attack?
Yes. They're
Wow.
Sounds like Joe.
I do that once in a while, too.
That's PJK Extra.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
It's a given that the mosquitoes were going to be bad with all the rain, all the standing water, and here we are, and they're very bad. But Kirby this morning claiming to have a hack. Is this something you found on TikTok, Kirby, or one of your friends told you? Where did this come from?
Well, it's a trend happening on TikTok, but there's a Winnipegger. I was just scrolling last night and I came across Yvonne Kipling is the username, and she's just chilling in her backyard trying to plant some flowers. And she says, I tried the viral mosquito hack and it actually works. And so basically what it is she gets a bowl of coffee grounds, okay? Like a bowl that you can like burn them in. And then you light the coffee grounds on fire. And I guess the smoke from the coffee grounds, like, bothers the mosquitoes to the point where they just don't even come near you.
I didn't know you can light coffee grounds on fire.
Apparently, I didn't know either. Like,
I know they're flammable. Like you just put a lighter to them and they go.
I guess the smoke probably might not bother them. It might shield them from your scent. You know what I mean? It might create a wall.
Right.
Like the doo-doo coil idea, right?
Kind of like,
something there kind of.
So they don't smell your blood? Is that the deal? Do mosquitoes aren't attracted to your, like is it oxygen? They smell.
It doesn't burn, it smolders.
Smolders. Okay.
That's what my buddy Stu's telling me on the text line. So
okay.
you would light it, and then, of course, it would just the smoke, right, would come up.
I was going to say, do I have to put gas on the coffee grounds?
No, I don't think so.
Light them that way? No,
yeah,
don't
no,
do
you're
that.
going to have a house fire.
You know what? Let's just keep some of us down to just the doo-doo coil idea. It's simple.
Doo-doo
it comes
coil,
with the little
I've never
metal
heard them called
container.
that.
Oh, yeah, that was the old school name because that's what they're made out of.
Yeah.
Fertilizer, I believe. Poop.
Really?
Yeah.
Mosquito coils?
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm learning something new this
did
morning.
not
I had
know
no
that
idea.
either.
They don't smell like they don't smell
Like that.
Doo-doo.
poop, but
Yeah.
I use them. We use them when we go camping, the mosquito coils for
There
sure.
was also like those little things you can buy, like little units that are like they emit something and then the mosquitoes don't come near you.
That's a thermocell.
Yes.
Yeah, they're out there too. You can
I've
buy
heard
those.
good things about those.
Battery operated, yes.
Someone says they are attracted to your expelled air. Yeah.
So basically just being alive attracts.
attracts them, absolutely.
Well, then we're screwed.
There's a few people that know about this coffee grinds thing. It's been going on for years. And you know what? When you go camping, right?
Yeah.
Coffee. You have a coffee every morning. You might want to keep the grounds.
Well, I make coffee outdoors already, so wouldn't that the grounds are
But are they
they're hot?
smoldering?
They're not smoldering.
Yeah.
Somebody doesn't believe me on the Boston Pizza text line about the mosquito coils being made at one point. I'm pretty sure they were called doo-doo coils at one time.
It's me who makes up facts, not
I
Joe.
know.
You
I
got
know.
the wrong person here.
You got to question the things that come out of my mouth.
So theoretically, I could take my fire because I always have a fire in the morning when we're camping and dump the old coffee grounds in there, for example,
You know what?
and let
That
them
might actually
smolder.
work.
Look, anything with the summer we're gonna have with mosquitoes, I think we're all willing to try anything.
I'm just going to wear like a full-on body net, you know?
Just spray. Do you use mosquito repellent, like the backwoods off?
I don't like the smell of it.
Oh, there's a couple brands, though, Kirby, that they don't smell like...
Like, I don't want to
insect.
smell like I'm about to go on a backcountry,
No.
hike.
I think what you need to have, seriously, is the Life brand. That's from Shoppers. It's got a citrusy kind of scent to it.
I'd rather smell like Lysol than
Yeah.
like I'm going,
Lysol.
Yeah.
citrusy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that
Well,
brand.
then you're gonna
if you
get
want.
bit. If you're gonna get eaten alive. If you don't want to go, like sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet. You're going on a date. You're going on a night out. You gotta cover yourself
Yeah.
in mosquito repellent before backwoods off.
Nothing's more, attractive. I do want to pass this along to anybody who might be like me and suffers from allergies to mosquito bites, because I swell up like a balloon, literally. Like, I don't do well with mosquito bites. The Benadryl spray. Okay, spray that on your mosquito bites. Works like a charm, brings down the swelling.
I'll tell you, you're going to just be covered in spray. You got a
Sprays.
spray tan, and then you're going to have Benadryl
Hairspray.
spray, hairspray. I mean, the ozone is looking forward. You're doing wonders for science.
Philly Joe Kirby.
Philly Joe and Kirby.
Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
What do you wish had never been invented? That was the survey question.
Hi, City. Go ahead with your guess.
Joel here.
Joel, what's going on, man?
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
We're doing
You?
good. Hey,
How's my buddy Kirby?
I'm doing good, buddy.
Awesome.
Oh.
Awesome.
is he
I'm
trying?
going to go with Philly.
Are you trying to get ahead of me on the buddy list? I'm
Yeah,
already pretty
you can
far.
add Joel to the spot above
Okay,
you as
cool.
well.
Damn it!
I appreciate it.
You want me?
That wasn't a convincing damn it, I'll tell you that.
You want me for a lifeline? Okay. What do people wish had never been invented?
Yeah.
Let's go with get this one off the board right off the hop. Social media.
Number 2, my friend.
Oh wow! Sorry, Joel.
That's a nice try. So you guys take care. All the
You
best.
too. That's
You
a great
too,
answer.
buddy.
You can't apologize for the number 2 answer.
I think we all have those moments where you're like, oh God, social media, like it's insane.
Well, I was just telling you guys this morning that in the U.S. they're looking at adding a warning label to social media like they do with cigarettes.
Yeah, that's going to really help. I don't know if I can do this anymore. Some doctor said social media is not good for me.
Sea Bears tickets up for grabs this morning. 780 City. Go ahead.
Karaoke.
That's number 3, my friend. Karaoke.
What?
That's a great answer.
Are you kidding me?
That's just Kirby's friends who
Yeah,
say
Kirby
that.
hit Kirby-oke twice this morning. Like within 20 minutes, she sang 2 songs on the
Like,
program this morning.
That's a good time.
Hello there.
Can I go with Kirby, please?
I just want to say, Kirby, while you're thinking about this, karaoke can be fun, but sometimes like if it's at a Christmas party, there's a few people on staff that shouldn't sing are the ones that singing most of the songs. The people
yeah.
that can sing, they only go up and do one.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can get a little
Yeah.
much sometimes.
I'm gonna say mosquitoes.
No, I don't think they were invented.
Who's the guy who invented it? Edgar von Mosquito. Why did he invent them?
You know,
That was a dumb answer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
and I'll tell you right now,
Oh,
he
boy.
wanted it to be called Edgar von Mosquito, but that was too long, so we just ran with Mosquito.
Never should have given that guy the Nobel Peace Prize either. Like, what the hell's he doing?
Shut up, you guys.
780 City, 780 2484.
Oh boy.
Hi there.
Hey there, is it smartphone?
Not smartphone, no.
Good morning.
Hi, is it pop-up ads?
Not pop-up ads. That's a good one.
Man, you
Yeah.
get fooled.
How
I get
annoying.
fooled by them
Oh.
all the time.
Hard to close them sometimes.
Look at this great
Yeah.
deal, and you click on it. Anyway, that's not the answer.
No pop-up, no.
You would click on those things, wouldn't you, Phil?
well, sometimes you try and shut them down, and it automatically clicks them open.
Yes. It's
What kind of
brutal.
websites are you going to where
Well,
they've got a lot of pop-ups?
Moving on. 780 City. No comment. Hi there.
Hey, I'm going to go with Philly.
Never been invented.
Just remember, karaoke, Facebook, social media, and mosquitoes have all been guessed. Okay? They've all
Just
been
like
guessed.
to let me move past it, okay?
Ants.
I'm just
I
adjusting
wish
with the...
ants had never. No, I'm just joking. Okay. Is it technology based? Am I allowed to know that?
I would say that would be the realm to go in. Leave insects off the table. Than other animals.
Badgers. No, let's go with text messaging.
Not texting. No.
Okay. Sorry, man.
I actually think I have a guess. Just to say, you know?
There you go. Kirby thinks she has a guess. Breaking news. 780 City. Good morning.
Morning. I'm thinking like those automated telephone systems, like when you phone in, press 1 for this, 2 for that.
You, my friend, have nailed it.
No way.
That hold button. You know, the old deal where we're going to put you on hold,
That's
the
fun.
most frustrating thing. So karaoke, Facebook, social media, AI, artificial intelligence is growing a lot on people's hate list and the internet overall, right? Just because of all
right.
the fake stuff you're finding, and that has something to do with AI in a lot of ways. But yeah, being put on hold and putting through that rabbit hole is... yeah. Mosquitoes was number 6, by the way, if anybody's paying attention.
How about when you have to speak? You have to tell them verbally what you want to
Yes.
talk about.
Yes.
my prescriptions. Sorry, that is not an option. And then it's like, oh my God.
I always just scream agent because then it'll just take you to a person.
You scream it?
Well, I don't
Do you find
scream it.
the
I just
louder
say
the
it.
better?
You know what now, Phil? If you're on prescriptions, use an app that's involved with your store. It's so much easier. Once you hook up, they give you the email. It's ready to go. Pick it up. Take it from a guy.
I want to talk to my pharmacist, though.
Well, you can when you go pick it up.
No. I want him on the phone. I want to talk about it.
Philly Joe Kirby.
Philly Joe and Kirby
Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
I found this list of things that if you're doing, you're a gross person.
Oh.
So if you do these things, you might be considered gross.
Okay, this is, I think we all probably have dealt with a situation with a family member because, or your buddies will beak you sometimes too about, man, why do you do that?
Or in the workplace, because I know what that's like.
Yeah. What do you mean you know what that's like?
Getting beaked.
Oh, I think we all do. I get beaked about how I eat. You guys get at me about my eating.
Sure.
Slurping the cereal, and of course, I'll turn away to eat like I'm a...
See, I don't even hear anything because you have your back to us.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wild animal. Yeah.
Can't hear over there.
Yeah, don't come near me. I'll bite your damn arm off.
It's like my dog with his veggie chew, man. That veggie dent thing we give him at the end of the day, you can't go close to him. I'll tell you. Even I could go up to him if he's eating food or like a snack that he likes, but you give him that thing, it's a Phil Aubrey, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He's hovering over this thing, and the chest gets taut, and it's like you can't move him.
I relate to your dog, man.
I'm telling you.
Stewie and I...
That's why I like you guys both so much. You guys remind me of each other. His legs aren't that stiff, though.
No,
he's got a little bit more movement in the joints in his legs.
The dog has more movement than Aubrey. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you these things. You guys can just, tell me whether or not you think they're gross. And if you want to admit that you do them, then, that's on you.
Okay.
When people leave their used tissues everywhere, like if they've got a cold and they're blowing their nose.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, I do not do that, but my kids do. And they get in trouble from mom for that one. Yeah.
People who follow the 5-second rule.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. I'll pick something off. I'll pick food up off the floor. For sure. I mean,
at home.
Within reason. At home, for sure. I'm not doing it.
Not on the carpet at work. It has.
What do you mean? That got shampooed 20 years ago?
Well, I'll tell you how easy it is to track the carpet. The station's, 45 years old? Well.
Exactly.
When people wash their dog or cat bowl in the dishwasher with the rest of their items.
I do not own an animal, Joe.
No. Actually,
but would
you know
that
what?
be gross to you guys?
No, he's part of the family.
So you put his dog bowl in the dishwasher?
Yeah, that's where I clean all my dishes. Or actually by hand a lot of times.
Like I wouldn't put the, so we have these plants in the fish tank. I wouldn't pull those out and put them in the dishwasher. I just clean them underneath the tap.
Yeah, actually hand wash the dog stuff. It doesn't go in the dishwasher.
Okay.
Hand wash.
When people walk barefoot on a plane or like sit barefoot, take their shoes off on a plane.
Keep your shoes on. That bugs me. When
A
I'm
lot of
next to
people
someone.
wear flip-flops, though, so it doesn't matter to me personally, but I could see where some
If they
people...
come off by accident because they're flip-flops or slides, fine. But when you actually sit down and make a pull in your shoes off and it's a dude who look like he just, is sweating...
I
shoes
understand. And you want to get out the Gold Bond spray from your bag, but it's too small to carry on because you had to check it.
Dude, can you
and
put some talcum powder on those feet?
Some tough actin, tenactin.
Do you guys share toothbrushes with your wives?
No.
I mean, if I was in a desperate situation, I forgot one on a road trip, but not generally.
At home.
Not at no.
Yeah, okay. So that's on the list. Partners who share toothbrushes. Like when somebody flosses in public.
Yeah, I don't need to see that.
That's kind of gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the food flying everywhere kind of thing.
When people like cough or sneeze and don't cover their face.
Yeah. Who does that around here?
Well, I wasn't.
What's it called? What's
Nobody's
the virus?
pointing
The newest
things.
virus called?
Oh, the Kirbionus. No, Kirby 24.
Yeah, Kirby 24. Yeah, but I've learned to cough into my elbow because Joe always is like, Kirby.
Well, I guess you weren't covering up at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bouncing off walls in here.
There were
Kirby 24.
People across the street who got Kirby 24 that week.
Do you judge somebody by how clean their vehicle is? Because apparently it's gross if people are saying it's gross if you have a dirty vehicle. Like if there's like like food marks all over the steering wheel. It's glistening from the grease that you.
Well, there's all the
And then
the bags,
the bags in
and
the
everything else.
back.
Just the smell. Sometimes.
I don't know if I judge them, but
it's kind of gross.
It's a little extreme.
And last but not least, people who use a washcloth in the shower.
Like a
or like a
face cloth.
loofah, something like that.
I don't find that gross. If it's at the gym shower, and they're passing it around, but at home, what do I care? Hey, by the way,
can I use your cloth?
listen, once you're done peeing in the shower here, can I borrow your loofah?
Wiping your balls.
Wow, I don't know about that.
Hey, you.
Hey, bud.
You don't have to be that specific.